The Yellow Brick Road. This video does not reflect the actual views of real people. These are actors playing a role to entertain audiences. No persons or animals were harmed in the making of this video. Gosh, I love YouTube and I love Google.
Welcome to the Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan, this is James, and Laura Loomer is going apeshit.
Laura?
She's protesting the Twitter offices in New York, and we're going to play it and offer an opinion at some point.
Whether that's calling for Jew hatred, calling Jews termites, calling for terrorist attacks, inciting jihad like Linda Sarsour's, right? Or even calling for the assassination of President Trump.
Thank you.
I think it's a pretty heated argument right now.
They're putting us in a corral.
Well, I want people to start speaking up about the censorship and the silencing and the banning of conservatives on social media. I want people to start to ask, right? Do you value free speech? Do you value living here in America, having the right to say what you want? Or do you want to live in a world where the police could come to your house and arrest you at 3 in the morning and knock on your door and throw you in jail where you will be tortured and starved like Tommy Robinson simply for having a wrong thing, right? A thought.
Can't they already do that to a certain degree?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All I have to do is put you on the terrorist list and you're fucked.
Yeah.
But she has a point.
That someone sitting in their office here in New York and Twitter or Silicon Valley, right, with Mark Zuckerberg in California and San Francisco, if they don't like it, do you want to have your life ruined, right? They are banning people on PayPal. They are banning people. My friend Faith Goldie, for example, was banned on PayPal. They're banning people and you're not even able to make a living now. They're cutting off people's revenue. You're ruining people's lives, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg.
Has Jack Dorsey talked to you about being banned?
No, you know, I confronted Jack Dorsey during the congressional hearing on September 5th, and he lied. Hi. Hi. How are you? Nice, how are you? Good, thank you. I want my Twitter.
Okay, well that we can't help you with because we don't work for Twitter.
Yeah, well, I want the silencing of conservatives to stop. That's what I want. The only thing I want right now is for conservatives to stop being silenced on social media. I want Jack Dorsey to stop protecting jihadis. I want Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg to stop allowing for terrorists, right? The same type of terrorists who committed 9/11 and the terrorist attack here on Halloween. I want him to stop giving social media to those people and then banning conservative Jews like myself or my conservative friends and colleagues from the internet simply because we're conservative. That's what I want.
But I have one question right now because that I can't help.
He was the best option
Twitter,
for
I don't
live.
handle who their users are. I need to know right now.
All right, folks, so you're watching newswars.com live coverage here on the streets of New York. This is a attorney for the NYPD. Attorney for the NYPD going to try to mediate this. Of course, they've been meeting with Twitter executives for a while.
I wish I could say something, but Twitter and Facebook won't let me speak. Twitter and Facebook won't let me speak. I wish I could give you an answer, but Twitter and Facebook won't let me speak.
Thank you.
You're asking me my opinion, but Facebook and Twitter have said I'm not allowed to voice my opinion, so I don't have an answer. You have to take it up with Twitter and Facebook. They won't let me speak.
Do you think that you will ever get your Twitter account back?
You know, this isn't just about me getting my Twitter account back. This is about millions of conservatives worldwide who are being censored. People in the civilized West who are being censored and deplatformed. They're being...
Well, here's the thing. She has a point that you can't be just... I think it's dumb to block people, especially if they have bad ideas.
Yeah.
I'm not saying her ideas are bad. I don't really know them that well.
If they're bad ideas, just let them expose themselves.
They're supposed to be eaten up, right?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be slapped around. So why would you ban them? Yeah. Conspiracy theory, Jordan says, they might want them around to have a pillow fight of an argument. It's just, we can prop up our bad idea by having this other bad idea next to it.
Yeah.
So...
censored and deplatformed.
How can people help you in your effort to end the bias?
Well,
also, I'd like to see her do this for other things too.
Yeah.
If she's so righteous about it, I just doubt she's coming from a completely honest place.
Yeah, she did say Trump is a beacon of hope, so...
You know, we need to raise awareness. Look, this is the Stop the Bias campaign, you guys. This is the Stop the Bias campaign. And if you want to make a difference, you need to start speaking up. It doesn't matter whether you're a conservative or a liberal. You need to start speaking up about this egregious double standard, because it is wrong. It is wrong in America where this tweet will get you banned and you're deplatformed and everything that you have worked hard for is taken away from you.
Isn't it ironic how Twitter moment used to celebrate women, LGBTQ, and minorities is a picture of Ilhan Omar. Ilhan is pro-Sharia. Ilhan is pro-FGM. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Under Sharia, homosexuals are oppressed and killed. Women are abused and forced to wear the hijab. Ilhan, or the fuck his name is anti-Jewish. I don't know if those are leaps in logic or not, but...
Me either.
Simply because you're posting facts about Sharia law, which oppresses gays and women and Jews. But then if you're Louis Farrakhan, the leader of the Nation of Islam, who goes overseas and chants death to America with Iranian leaders and death to President Trump, you're allowed to tweet, I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite. So I want to know.
Factually
Everything I tweeted is factually correct.
How many followers did you have?
Laura, you're the face of free speech.
You should try to make everything as great as possible. Anon. Don't hack me.
Right now, what would you say to Jack if he came downstairs and talked to you?
Well, Jack Dorsey, I would say, first you need to stop lying about banning and censoring conservatives. You committed perjury, which is why now you are under investigation, Jack Dorsey. You committed perjury on September 5th when you lied on taxpayer dime to our congressman and told them that you don't censor and shadow ban conservatives. You were caught on camera by Project Veritas. You liar, Jack Dorsey.
100% agree with her. That those dudes probably pick out certain people and ban them. 100%.
Okay, and that is why I confronted you. And you need to address this. You need to issue a statement, Jack Dorsey, and explain why this tweet got me permanently banned from Twitter, and you're accusing me of promoting hate speech and hateful conduct, but then Louis Farrakhan and all of these verified liberals who I have in my pocket right here are allowed to say things like, kill white people. I hope all white people die. Someone shoot President Trump. I hope somebody assassinates Trump. Right? Jews are termites. Why is that allowed on your platform, but I am not? Do you hate Jews? Do you hate conservatives? What is it, Jack Dorsey? Is all of the Saudi money that you're receiving from your Sharia adherent investors at Twitter influencing you?
See, I think they love you, Laura. You're almost in a way like controlled opposition without realizing it. Yeah.
Is that why you're banning people for posting facts about Sharia and jihad? Is that why you're banning conservatives? Is that why you banned Gavin? Because Gavin McGinnis spoke out about Islam? Is that why you banned Milo, a gay conservative man? Is that why you banned Chuck Johnson, Roger Stone, Tommy Robinson? Tommy Robinson was thrown in jail and tortured. He was starved. He lost 40 pounds when he was in jail, and he was harassed and abused by Muslim gang members, simply because of what he was tweeting and posting on Facebook. This is a human rights violation that is being perpetuated and aided by these dictators, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, it smells fishy when you say like these Muslim gang members. You just say like gang members or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I reaching with that?
Not really, because if she's saying the problem is one group rather than something else that's advocating.
Oh, when you say stuff, it sounds like your team playing. Like their team's bad.
Yeah.
My team's good.
Yeah.
But I'll look into that story. I gotta look into it. I've heard the name before though.
And I'm not leaving. I don't care how long it takes. I'm not leaving. And if I have to, I'll block both doors. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until Jack Dorsey stops the bias, stops censoring conservatives. You need to stop. And Mark Zuckerberg, you too, if you're watching this. You and Sheryl Sandberg, you guys need to stop the bias. You need to stop censoring people. Did you know that there's a veteran who went overseas? He fought for our country. He's a triple amputee. It was a story I saw, just one of the many stories. He's a triple amputee, and he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building up his social media pages. And simply because he was a conservative, Facebook banned him. They banned his page. He doesn't have limbs because he fought for our First Amendment right overseas, okay?
What up, Pyramid? Is this life? Someone's been smoking too much. Yes, you are indeed.
It's like toasted.
Life is indeed happening.
Go at this Toasted Network. It's like Toasted Network.
Yeah, you're reaching on that.
Shut up. Let's play.
And then these social media companies have the power to tell a triple amputee veteran who fought and almost died so that we could have our constitutional freedoms that you don't get to be on social media? You don't get...
Yes, it's live, but we rewinded a bit because we started a little late.
to have a voice? We're gonna shut you down and silence you because you're a conservative? Even though you lost 3 limbs fighting for your country so that we could have our rights. Is this even the land of the free anymore?
No offense, but it sounds like more like someone who's a victim.
Yeah.
Fighting for our rights. There's reason to believe that they're not really fighting for our rights, more fighting for people having control over other people, power, money, all that stuff.
If they believe they are, I would consider that commendable to some degree.
Pyramid 7, we are now 3 hours away from home. Full Rehabilitation Center, Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Are you driving or? Fuck yes.
Let me in the Google Hangout, he said. Toasted Network.
I
can get rid of those.
Hold on, I'll set that shit up.
It's egregious that people like Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg have this much power that they're able to ruin people's lives like this and dictate whether a triple amputee who fought and served so that you and I could enjoy our freedoms and our rights gets to be on social media. It's disgusting. It is disgusting.
Can you tweet for us?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm gonna read her tweet for us.
Yeah.
You remember.
Yeah, we remember.
Isn't it ironic how the Twitter moment used to celebrate women, LGBTQ, and minorities is a picture of Ilhan Omar? Ilhan is pro-Sharia. Ilhan is pro-FGM. Under Sharia, homosexuals are oppressed and killed. Women are abused and forced to wear the hijab. Ilhan is anti-Jewish. Ilhan is anti-Jewish. Jack Dorsey is enforcing Sharia. Jack Dorsey is enforcing Sharia. No, I cannot.
Ma'am, you can't block the entrance.
Why? Twitter blocks me. Facebook. Twitter blocks
Alright, folks, you're watching. You're watching
Twitter
newswars.com live coverage here on the streets of New York. Newswars.com is where you can find this story.
Newswars.com.
Where you can see all the tweets and all of the conservative accounts that have been kicked off.
We are restreaming this with permission, okay, to restream this because newswars.com. Okay.
I'm fine. It's a little cold out here, but I'm great. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, look, it's freezing, but I'm willing to be out here outside.
Okay.
You guys don't have to contact Jack Dorsey.
She said I'm blocking the store because you block people on Twitter.
I think, you know.
Let him in and out. There you go. Sounds appropriate. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
So they are being careful to keep this a legal protest. Obviously, if they sure to lock the doors together, that would be a major fire hazard.
Thank you guys for honoring me first.
When is Jack Dorsey going to stop banning and silencing conservatives?
Again, the crowd is growing. NYPD has been quite polite, actually.
It could be any of you. You don't even have to be a conservative. You could could just be posting facts and some person sitting in their desk here in New York City or in Silicon Valley can decide, you know what, I don't like this person. I don't like that they like Trump. I don't like that they think there's only two genders. I don't like that they think that it's wrong to kill Jews and Christians. Deleted, you're banned, everything that you've ever worked for is gone. With one click, you're not even allowed to use social media. So it could be any of us. It could be President Trump. I mean, hey, didn't some Twitter employee admit to deleting President Trump's Twitter account for like 11 minutes this past year? Even the President of the United States is being shadow banned and censored and deleted off social media. Can you believe it? In America. That's how much power Jack Dorsey has. So you need to ask yourself, to the members of Congress and even President Trump, if you're watching right now, do you think that it's right for these social media companies to have that much power? Should Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg have the power to...
And folks, remember, Donald Trump just tweeted. Donald Trump is tweeting at this moment, so hashtag in the bias at real Donald Trump. Real Donald J. Trump.
Hashtag end the bias at real Donald Trump.
You know for a fact he's on Twitter right now, so hashtag...
Sounds like a rap mixtape.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.com.
No. Donald Trump mixtape.
Hey, Toasted, if this, like, completely fucks our stream up because of shitty technology, forgive us. We'll set up, like, another time you can come on or something.
Yeah.
So, we gave you the email. Go ahead and, whatever, send a invite or whatever.
In the bias. Hashtag end the bias per the president.
Stop the bias.
Stop the bias, sorry.
Stop the bias. Tweet at the president. Tweet at Donald Trump. Get his attention on this right now. Trump is tweeting right now, so he's on Twitter.
Did he respond by saying hashtag end the bias, or did he say we need to tweet it to him? Stop the bias.
We need to tweet it to him.
To him, okay.
He's tweeting right now. He's on his Twitter account.
See, it sounds a lot like team playing, right? Because
this shit's hurting my back.
Because it's not just a Twitter ban thing, right? She's bringing a whole swell of ideas with her.
Yeah, a whole swell of ideas.
And they're just in lockstep with it.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, it's all right. She's back. Okay, we need to kill all the Muslims. It's like, yes.
Erica, I feel proud of being a woman. Stop being conservative.
On Twitter.
Stop
and all of those people I built relationships with and friendships with, I'm never going to be able to communicate with them again because they're just gone. With a click of a button. That's how much interest these people have. I mean, there are people who I was trying to help, people who live in...
What did Pyramid 7 say?
I'm with you, Erica, except stop all fucking censorship.
Yep.
We need the bad ideas to be able to be seen so we can shit all over them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no fun to just ban them.
That Deb W. what?
Santo. That's the guy's channel, right?
I ran people who live in other places of the world. There are women. There are Muslim women who are messaging me on Twitter telling me how they want to escape Islam because they're being beaten by their fathers and their brothers.
This is live coverage, newswars.com, of Laura Loomer at a Twitter headquarters here in New York City. Has handcuffed herself with unbreakable handcuffs, handcuffs that cannot be picked or unlocked with any normal key or even a skeleton key. We assume they're still figuring out a way to get her off. And see, people in Twitter are stuck in the building for now. Can't get out. The police have allowed us to get a little bit closer, which we appreciate. They had us pretty far back before. You see a crowd is still growing. It is still sizable. A lot of people are learning about the bias and the banning for the first time when they walk by here and see the leaflets that she's handing out that show what she was banned for versus what other people are allowed to say on Twitter. It's pretty disheartening to hear a lot of people just treating this as a joke, laughing at it, saying who cares, basically, just treating the censorship of prominent conservative journalists who have nearly 250,000 followers, having their entire lives' work taken away from them at the behest of, some, as I put it, ninny-wrist, limp-wristed ninnies in New York and California. And if it doesn't comport with what they believe, well, you're not allowed to say it online. That's the world that we're living in now. Incredibly.
Come on. Okay, we got a live stream that will happen from time to time. Let's find out if their feed was cut. That's pretty typical.
.com, righttrump.com, hashtag stop the bias, tweet at real Donald Trump, at real Donald J. Trump right now.
Right.
He is tweeting. He is most likely on Twitter.
Righttrump.com. That will take you to this petition here.
We need his attention on this because he's really the only champion we have right now.
Or what? Like, that's the thing about these silly ideas. It's they act like toothpicks holding each other up. They're just leaning against each other like this.
Yeah.
It's like, no offense to any Trump voters, but come on, he doesn't have the best ideas out there.
No.
Nowhere near it. But he looks good compared to Hillary Clinton. Or even Obama.
It was basically at the time an unknown.
Or
even versus right now. Versus them, it's like...
Or Obama looks good compared to George Bush. It's like, if that's what we're doing, we're just trading off shittiness.
They're all shitty to me. All of them.
I think Trump's been better than all of them.
I don't give a fuck.
As far as policy, he's been better than all those guys.
I don't care.
But it only looks good compared to those guys. If you compare them to like a normal people, I don't know.
I'd say a good.
Everyone go to righttrump.com.
It's over.
Yeah, come over here. What is Twitter? This is not an issue of like whether I didn't come here today to have Twitter press charges against me. I came here to.
I'm gonna pause this real fast. Welcome, Toasted.
So let me in.
What's good? You hear me? Is he muted?
The tusks.
Turn this shit off for sure. Hello? The freak.
Matt Hunter. Breaking news, CNN fires racist Mark Lamont Hill.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's racist at all. I think he's just not defending Israel, so they're like, he's got to go.
Oh.
Or he defended Palestine or something like that.
Oh, that's a no-no.
Toasted.
Right. I'm going to my laptop to get my microphone. Okay.
Oh, alright. He's going to get his microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, man. Hit me up when you got that shit. Or female. I don't know. Who knows?
Need to raise awareness about the fact that there is bias. There's a clear-cut bias, and there is censorship of conservatives. There is censorship of Jews like myself, right? So, you know,
listen, Matt. If he's racist, Jared Taylor's
but you know, I'm going to be out here as
the
long as it
creator
takes
of the
because
KK.
we need our representatives to issue statements about this. We need people to hold Jack Dorsey accountable. He committed perjury. He lied to Congress. That's a crime. Okay? People are posting assassination threats against the president. If you go on my website and you look at those archived tweets, you will see for yourself. You will see for yourself all of the evidence. You will see it.
Chuck man. See that? What? Chuck man. Get your food. Get your flu shot for the shopper reward points and sneak an extra one. Get those points.
I want to know what she is going to do when she has to use the restroom.
She's like, I'm wearing a diaper.
According to Ani64.
I'm prepared.
Oh, here's the invite. Apparently she has friends there, so they'll get her a bucket or something.
Ah. Yeah, they get her the cutting weight thing. You know what I mean? That little towel they put over you when you try to cut weight. So listen, none of you guys are gonna get
Toasted. Is that you?
Hello, how's it going?
Yo, what's up?
What's up? How's it going? So yeah, about this Loomer person, I just find this entertaining. I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? This is actually pretty funny for me.
Same. I care because, look, the issue is, should they be banning people on Twitter like that? I don't care what their fucking point of view is. right?
Well, this is what I believe. I believe that they're a private company and they can do whatever they want if they're a private company. Just like I'm able to let you in my house if I want to or not. Same with Twitter. I sort of like lean different. I'm not like sort of libertarian on these issues.
Yeah. They are, but wouldn't that just be bad business for a private company?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe that eventually Twitter world is going to, they're ruining themselves, I believe. I believe in 5 years, they'll sort of, a new company will take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, MySpace looked big until, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I was just about to say that, actually.
Especially like if the company decides to take like a moral stance to make a public statement and then this happens. So yeah, it's like, it can be damning, you know?
Well, yeah, what I mean is this, is there are many platforms that are coming up, like Gab. They're not working so far, but it's going to take one platform that's going to be amazing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or video value that will just, I think will happen.
Oh, and you're cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting up a bit.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say? Again?
So, there's many companies that are trying to compete with YouTube. They're not working right now, but eventually there's going to be one with great ideas that's going to take it over.
Yeah.
That's possible. What happened to, remember MySpace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got, right now, for YouTube, I think BitChute might be the biggest one right now in competition. And you said Gab, right, for Twitter?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is this, is either side, I mean, if the left would be doing this, the conservatives would have it. I mean, I'm conservative, I'm pretty right-leaning, but I have to admit, if some leftists would do this, I would probably make fun of them, you know what I'm saying? Wow. I mean, like Mark Dice, I like him, I like his videos, you know what I'm saying, but if a leftist, he's praising Laura Loomer, but if a leftist would do the same exact thing, he would go, you know what I'm saying, he would make a video making fun of him.
Yeah, that's that team playing shit.
Yeah, I don't advocate for that. I advocate for good ideas, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you know Ben Shapiro, I don't know if you like him so much, you could act snobby, but he at least is acting consistent on this issue. Whenever somebody does the bullshit, he points it out, you know what I'm saying?
We got beef.
Yeah, what did Ben Shapiro do? What did Ben Shapiro do?
Well, Ben Shapiro lacks a lot of understanding of existential ideas.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, for one, he's pretty he's advocating a death penalty.
What's wrong? Yeah, what do you have against the death penalty? I mean,
well, if we look at what the death penalty involves, it's basically taking away the ability to give whoever did something atrocious the chance to basically redeem themselves.
Well, I'm saying if somebody like rapes a child or like kills somebody, I believe that they can need the death penalty. I mean, we should like not give it to like just like O.J. Simpson. I don't think there's proof that's going to death penalty, but if somebody's a rapist or child rapist or a killer, some people do deserve the death penalty, though. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Nah, I disagree with that.
Like, just imagine though. Imagine if they're like, "What the fuck have I done?" You know?
That's
Is that fair?
That's the greatest impact, and as it has a positive reaction to the rest of the situation, and I think in a holistic way, the rest of the world.
Yeah. I'd say you can't do good by doing evil. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's legal to lock people up, jail locks people up. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Well, the jail locks, like the arguments that we shouldn't kill because killing is wrong, so the government shouldn't kill, but we lock people, we are not allowed to lock people up. Locking up people is a crime, but the government, we do that when we put people in jail, so, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, even that, though, is like tricky, too, because it's like we put them in jail, now what?
Yeah.
Are they getting help? You know?
Yeah.
You disagree with him on other issues, or that's the only issue you disagree with him on?
There's plenty. Like, for example, I was saying existential. You know, basically it comes down to what's right versus what's wrong, and they may sound a little simple, but it goes down to everything in a way. Because if he's talking about,
you disagree with him on healthcare? You disagree with him on healthcare?
Yes.
I believe everyone should have whatever is needed, whatever is you know what I mean. Basically, everything should be accessible.
If it's plausible, if it's an actual reality that you can actually see happening, and it's the best possible idea morally for everyone, why not go for that? We see it in practice in foreign countries, right?
Yeah, but like Canada, they're having their problems. I mean, the thing about healthcare that's different with, why don't we have free food for everybody? That's the thing. Why don't we have a single payer of food for everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
That's why I'm asking questions.
Oh.
What? Why don't you believe?
I'd say why not?
I don't believe we should.
Go ahead.
I believe because the market could do better. Like, I believe the market is able to do stuff better. And I don't believe I believe the market is able to do better. I mean, the market. Like, I believe that when the government gets involved with something, there's no pressure to do well. If they fail, nothing's gonna really happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
Agree to disagree? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean. If we can eliminate from these specific positions of power that people decide to take part in, especially systems, which are these systems like capitalism or socialism, which are neutral by themselves, but they're no longer neutral when someone corrupt is involved. If we can eliminate corruption, especially and ignorance, then I don't think it'd be a problem. You know, I don't think there'd be one poor person, not one poor person ever really within that system itself. You know, and that's what I'm advocating for. Yeah. What Ben sounds like he advocates for is, look, poverty's getting lower. I'm like, yeah, dude, but there's still poor people. There's still people getting bombed in other countries. Like, what are you doing about that?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And he literally looks past it. That's my problem.
Yeah. About the healthcare, what you said, I don't believe anybody to anything. I believe you should earn yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're chopping.
Oh, sorry. You know, like they want to give everybody a free income, a free money for doing nothing. You heard about the universal income they want to do in some countries?
It's a living wage, yeah.
Yeah. No, universal income, where you just get money for living.
They're two different things. Say again.
Living wage is like raising the minimum wage so that people...
No, that's different. Universal income is where you get free money for doing nothing, basically. The government hands you money.
Yeah, you should.
I don't believe... Well, I mean, for just living, you haven't earned anything, though. I mean, it's kind of stealing also, because where are they getting the money from? They're not getting... They have to take it from somebody else's labor. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. I mean, it's a system. It's a system. It's a system, right? So they created it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to leap over and just say none of our systems or ideas work if there's corruption involved.
Oh, sure,
on any level.
Yeah, it won't work.
If you have a society where people aren't, worried about housing and living and money and food and shit like that, then a universal income would work fine. Because people would be, if it was purely capitalism, people would be giving money to charities in the first place.
Yeah.
So why not just have it, instead of thinking about it, I take whatever 5% out of my paycheck so that we know that everyone's taken care of.
Yeah.
But you can't really do that without, getting rid of the worst of the worst ideas and motivations.
Yeah. I just believe that capitalism tends to be the most moral out there because you gain what you do. Sort of like I don't just get if people that in school, if you automatically just got a C for no reason, got an A for no reason, do you think you would try hard? I'm saying, do you think that would be moral just to give everybody the average? Everybody gets the average grade of the class. Do you think that would be fair?
Well, think of it like this: what if it's basically, hey guys, you're gonna decide what you want to do. You know what I mean? So if some dude really wants to be a carpenter, like, dude, you can focus on that. Go be that. I'm all for like basic things like language or writing or English or all that stuff. Guys, learn this stuff, then you can choose what you want to go after. But there has to be a motivation behind,
Also, the finances of it. It won't. It's not going to be everyone just gets $1,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
It would be that plus, let's say, some guy wants a Mercedes Benz, right?
Yeah.
We're not just gonna have universal Mercedes Benzness.
No.
Just give away Mercedes, right?
No.
So the guy's gonna have to get a job to earn extra money to pay for the Benz. But his basic things of like food and shelter and water, those are the things that are taken care of. So people can become more like creative and shit.
Yeah. There should never be an example where someone like a LeBron James feels like they have to make it in basketball to get like their family out of the ghetto. Like rather than, hey, I have everything provided, everything that I need to as far as to just generally live. Now let me find my bliss and let me go after what I want to do, whether that be basketball or whatever.
Can you hear?
You hear me?
Yeah. The big, strong. I really believe in private property. That's I guess the difference. I believe. I guess I told you this before. I believe the morality is what you do is what you earn, sort of. And pure capitalist society, we should more like I think similar to what you believe is if we make ourselves better, we make the world better. Sort of if people, because government is going to be corrupted. Government gets corrupted all the time. Even Bernie Sanders is corrupted a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. He's either corrupt or ignorant.
Yeah.
It's either or. You know, you don't advocate for someone who's basically gonna put in what's the word? Laws or whatever have you that's gonna kill or hurt other people. Especially when you're caught on camera saying, "We came, we saw, he died, ha ha ha." It's like, what the fuck? You're gonna let that person in there, especially with everything else that came out about Clinton, you know, which is like basically leaked emails, right?
Yeah.
You're an anarchist.
Go ahead.
You guys are anarchists?
Anarchists?
Yeah, are you guys anarchists? Because you sound similar, sort of like.
Well, no, not really, dude.
I don't even know.
Here, you tell me what you believe an anarchist is.
You guys, there's a difference between anarch. I'm like more like, I guess I'm like not anarcho-capitalist. I'm sort of like a step ahead. I believe in some sort of government. Not anarcho-capitalist. You guys seem like actual anarchists. Like you believe that we can change the world sort of together. There's a difference.
I just feel like I'm a philosopher, basically.
I like to get down to like what's the actual thing, right? What is the actual problems in the world?
Sure.
What do they boil down to? And then you just take care of the problem.
I'm just someone that just wants the shittiness to stop. That's kind of it. You know, I don't really label myself.
Yeah.
If someone says, "Oh, he's a part of the far left," I'm like, well, okay, I don't know what that means, but like, because like you know, the left is such a broad term, or the right. Like, who knows, man? But, I mean, as long as I see something like that going on, you know, with capitalism or communism, which both can work if everybody understands the difference between good and evil, and if they understand the difference, that means they know, which means they won't fall victim to corruption. So it would work either way. And I do like the whole capitalism thing, though.
And I think if you just followed the good idea versus bad idea, you know, situation. If you followed strictly the good idea, you'd end up with a mixture of all the fucking systems. I think.
Oh yeah, like
and certain things would be like purely individual rights, strictly.
Sure.
And to another area, it'd be like a mixture of government and individuals working together, and on and on and on.
So it's like people we want free healthcare. I'm like, well, that's what socialism, socialist idea or whatever the fuck. To me, it's just okay. Look at that. Look how they're slowly meshing together. You know, I just think people just want the best possible thing for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's corrupt people that get in the way.
You want free healthcare on one side, and then on the other side, be like, well, I don't want to have to worry about the roads, so we create a government body that takes care of the roads and things like that. You know, allocate resources a certain way.
If someone says, "Well, who's going to want to do that?" It's someone that cares, you know.
Yeah.
Someone that cares that goes, you know what? I'm doing good with whatever I want, but I want those roads fixed, so I'm going to do that, and that's who's going to be in charge of that, you know. Just like with anything else.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, man.
So, since we got away from the topic, what else do you think about this Laura Loomer thing?
Yeah.
Like, do you know anything about her? Like, like her ideas strictly.
We have a video.
Say that again.
Quick answer.
Can't hear him.
Hey, breaking up, dude.
Me? Can you help me?
Hold on.
I think it's on his end. I don't know.
Okay. Alright, try to fix your mic or whatever.
Plug that Ethernet in, son. Alright.
You hear us? Do something. Fix it.
Yeah, it calls back, man. Maybe the connection will be better. Let's have him call us back.
Yeah, dude, call us back.
Until then.
Matt Hunter says, your guy's faith in human nature is admirable, but based on tragic misreading of human nature.
Yeah, I saw that. Based on a tragic misreading of human nature.
If you see what I see, then you understand how it's not really
Yeah, I think you only see the surface level of human nature.
Which is why I say someone who performed like the worst atrocities maybe ever, they can redeem themselves, you know?
Yeah.
And they can become a champion.
Let's see if
they can become a champion. What I mean by that is someone that's a hero and that they know why they're a hero, you know? Versus someone that's a hero by accident, which means, well, I saved a kid from a burning building, but I don't really know why I did it. That's what I mean.
Hey, you there? Toasted. I guess.
Toasted.
Alright, I'll wait till he like calls.
Call back. Anybody can call in. Feel free.
Until then. Or Laura Loomer.
After this is over, we can play that video of her. You know? Toasted. Call us back,
shit.
Toasted.
Yeah, calls back, Toasted.
You can always put that on mute. The video of her.
Oh, what's the point of it?
So they can see it? People in the back?
Alright. Oh, that's why it was like on low.
Okay.
See, like right there.
Here, call him.
That's what I thought I did.
Can you hear us, Toasted?
Yo, yo, yo.
Speak to us. Toasted.
God damn it, Toasted, speak to me.
Damn it.
Lose you.
Damn it, Toasted. Damn it. Speak. Don't leave me, don't leave us, Toasted. Don't. This guy sounds like a Randist. That Hunter.
Yeah, Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
Complete individualism.
Oops.
See, even ideas like that, like it works in certain areas, but not others.
I think they're baby steps, man.
Alright, let's give her some volume now.
Its power and its dominance and its monopolistic control over technology to silence and ban conservatives from the digital public square. And you saw how this impacted the recent election, right? When I confronted Jack Dorsey in Congress when he testified with Zuckerberg on September 5th, you know, I warned you. I said that The Democrats were going to try to steal the election with the help of Twitter and Facebook. They were going to silence and shut down conservatives. In the days and the weeks prior to the election, Facebook deleted thousands of conservative news sites, conservative pages. Some of them had millions of followers, right? I mean, they're just banning these people. And those are millions of people who are now being cut off from conservative thought, and now they're not even allowed to post their thoughts or post their investigations, their videos. I'm a conservative journalist. You know, I'm a Jew, and I spend my time investigating and confronting a lot of these high-profile Democrats and exposing jihadis and these congresswomen. And I was banned a week prior to the midterm election because I exposed Linda Sarsour, because I exposed Andrew Gillum, because I exposed Stacey Abrams, right? Simply for doing my job. And as a journalist, right, you have to be able to use social media. You have to have access to social media in order to...
You're also supposed to be unbiased.
Completely unbiased.
I'm just saying.
You gotta be, in my opinion, you should be like morally equipped to be ready for anything.
Nah.
You know?
And you can't be pro-Israel no matter what. That doesn't.
No.
That's the same as voting. That's the same as voting blue no matter what.
Yeah, that's.
You take individuals on their basis. Man.
It's irresponsible.
Yeah. I guarantee that government doesn't represent every fucking person in Israel. You know, there's some fucking people that are like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Yeah.
100%.
Do your job as a journalist. When you go to work anywhere, they make it a requirement. And so now, all these people, all these conservatives are being disenfranchised on a social level, a political level, a professional level, an economic level, simply because two guys, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg, have decided that they don't want conservatives to have a voice. And I think it's really wrong that there are conservatives who are being driven into homelessness because these companies have such a tight grip on this monopoly, right? That Facebook is shutting down their businesses online. They're monitoring people. They're selling our data. They're tracking you. They're trying to ruin your life. They're allowing for you to be doxxed if you're a conservative. If you were to dox somebody as a conservative on social media, your account would be banned immediately. But liberals who doxed Tucker Carlson at Fox News, they were allowed to post his address and nothing happened. Twitter didn't punish any of the people. In fact, there were people who were posting screenshots of their messages, reporting them to Twitter, and Twitter said, oh, this isn't a violation of terms of service.
This is what I mean by like fan or team playing, right? She should be arguing about censorship itself, but instead it's just for conservatives. So how can you get so upset when they do the same thing, when they start banning conservatives because of their team?
Yeah, it's very singular.
Yeah.
It's basically, my problem is everything going over here, and only. It's like, dude, there's a bunch of shit going on over here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
No, it matters over here. It's like, that's called team playing. Matt Hunter, you guys support theocracy.
Well,
theocracy is?
Yes, but not like religious-led government.
That's interesting.
That's a weird, because it depends on how you define religion. Is religion the values, or is it these things come from this specific book?
Yeah.
If you mean things come from this specific book, like, nah.
No, as far as that, like a fundamentalist thing, no.
But if you mean like just like a value system, I wouldn't go crazy.
Me either.
That's the way it should be, based on a value system. Okay.
Toasted?
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? You hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Can you imagine, like, he just breaks in his neighbor's house?
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, what's up?
You hear us?
Yeah, we hear you.
Alright.
Sorry about this, my whole internet. I'm right now in my college right now. The internet's pretty crappy there.
That's all good, man.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I'm a little bit of a randist, I would say, probably.
As Matt Hunter pointed out.
Yeah. Well, I believe that basically, before we go back to Lower Loomer, I believe that the free market does everything well. We see that with cell phones. I think we can solve that with healthcare and stuff like that. But back to this Lower Loomer person, I just find, as I said before, this is pretty much entertainment to me. I have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think they'll end up arresting her, or they're just gonna let her do this? Because this is mad trolling by Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
I think she called in ahead, said she's protesting, and she has a right to protest, so they're just gonna let her stay as long as she's not. They said as long as she's not blocking the doorway.
Yeah, fire hazard.
The other doorway, she's good.
Isn't she handcuffing herself to the doors?
Yeah. Well, to a door.
She's handcuffed with like unbreakable handcuffs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This is sort of like the Statue of Liberty. Remember that crazy lady that went on the Statue of Liberty?
I remember. I didn't look too deep into it, but I do remember the story.
Yeah. That was pretty. This is what it's reminding me of. I basically agree. I think what Twitter is doing is pretty smart because it's mad trolling. I mean, find that.
I mean, I just hope she's not basically a controlled opposition where it's basically a very, how would I say, a very corporate way of doing things, where it's, we're going to get the reaction we want from here if we do this. Very structured way, getting a reaction, not being so genuine here, you know?
But I'm looking at it like you said before, Toasted, to where if this was in reverse ways, if she was the head of Twitter and Jack Dorsey was chained to a door, would she care at all? So it's like it's the ultimate team playing tribalism bullshit.
Well, why is Laura Loomer trending on Twitter? It's sort of weird. Why is she trending on Twitter? Sorry, I have a list. Why is she trending on Twitter when she is, you know what I'm saying, when she is like making havoc in the door?
Making havoc.
I'm sorry.
She's pissing in a pot outside. Why is she trending?
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You heard about the Marco Hill person as Matt Hunter saying you heard about what happened with him?
The who?
Marco Hill, that person that got fired.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. I believe he said that he supports violence against Israel, sort of.
I don't support violence anywhere.
That's not what I read.
I don't get the whole thing of people support Palestine because I know Israel has its problems, I agree, but Palestine ain't better, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like it's going to be, if we get Palestine, we're going to get Sri Lanka and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that. Well, that could be possible.
Hamas
that could be very
good.
Yeah, I agree with that, but how did Hamas come about, right? Something shitty needed to happen for these guys to come in and become the leaders, right? I think the Palestinians had to become desperate to where they'll take whatever type of violent leadership.
Well, Palestine always had violent leadership. I could show you right now that the former leader of Palestine actually supported was friends of Hitler, even before this whole shitstorm happened.
He's friends with Hitler?
Yeah, I could show you. It's very...
So is Henry Ford.
What? Yeah, Henry Ford is, and people don't really like Henry Ford that much.
How about,
I believe that Islam is the cause of, I believe that Islam, if you have it based on Islam, it's going to make stuff bad. That's the problem for the Middle East. I believe that when Islam comes to something, it turns it into garbage. You know what I'm saying?
And you mean people following the Quran word for word, like so? You mean like something like that?
Yeah, which is what Islam. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like if people follow the Bible word for word.
Well, the Bible. I'm not saying. I believe Christianity is a scam. I'm gonna say that. I'm not going to defend Christianity, but at least it has a reformation to it. So I don't know if it's that. It's not as bad as the Quran. The Quran is very violent.
There's a lot of violent shit I've seen in there. Stoning people, and bears fucking killing people.
And we're definitely not advocating for either one of these religious books. But
I'm saying, like, you mean the Old Testament or the New Testament?
Well, again, they
go together, don't they?
Well, this is people writing it, right? Translating, etc., etc. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like, just like there's there's a, I don't know it. That's why I'm gonna call it a theory. A theory from where I believe Rome decided to like translate specific parts of like the Bible or the Old Testament, whatever the fuck, and basically like putting in things in there that would have some sort of like idea, like political control over the people, So when they release it out there and people are following a specific system, like an ideology or or religion, it has a certain kind of control over people. So who's to say it's not the same thing for Islam? Who knows? I don't know. That's
Islam. I mean, Christianity went through Christianity goes through. Well, the Catholic Church went through reformations. Islam has not yet went through a reformation. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
Like it goes through reformation every single year. Like the Pope said that people could use birth controls. They have gone through, or like, well, you remember the Protestant Church that sort of forced the Catholic Church to go to reformations. I'm not supporting Christianity. I don't want you to get that idea. I believe that it's a scam too. I mean, you could go through all the scam. Like they make people pay 10%. It's basically a business. It's basically a scam. Like, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not supporting. Don't think I'm supporting Christianity. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
So how long were you a Christian?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not really. I was never a Christian.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
No. I sort of like believe in sort of somebody created the world, but I don't believe in any religion. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
Spiritualist. I gotcha.
I'm not a fag. I'm not a fag. I don't believe it. I'm not a spiritualist. I believe that somebody created, for sure. I believe this world was probably created by somebody, but I don't believe in I believe religions are scams.
Alright, I got you. Let me read some of the comments here.
Sure.
Matt Hunter says, so why do you support the Palestinians?
I support anybody that are being treated unjustly.
Yeah, that's
So that could be Palestinians, people from Syria,
that's
people from Israel. It don't matter who, what, where.
The innocent people in either country that have to go through the shit that dum-dums want to, put people through.
Sorry, I left the chat. Sorry. I by mistake left the chat again. Sorry.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Israel's not just treats Palestine better than the Palestinians do. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Israel treats Palestinians way better than the Palestinians treat Palestinians. You mean better than Hamas treats Palestine?
Yeah, but how did Hamas came about because of?
Well, Hamas was still out there even before this Israel thing. I mean,
yeah,
you know
but they got voted in, correct? Basically.
Yeah.
Because they had their backs against the wall, I think. But I'm not an expert, so.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Marianne Vandenberg. I stand with Laura Loomer. I stand with her when it comes to talking about people being banned on Twitter. Other than that, her ideas sound like dog shit to me. No offense.
I stand with her. I stand for her because I'm sort of like depressed all the time, and this makes me happy when I see other people doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm saying just joking.
Savage. Alright.
Just joking.
It's like she's trying to eat lunch. This dude just comes out and they're just like, give me a sandwich.
No, I was just joking about it.
I know, me too. It's like my college won't like it. They hear me. I'm kidding too. I'm kidding. Yeah. Just having fun here.
Yeah.
Matt Hunter's. Good.
I just find this entertaining. I want to see how long she lasts. To sort of like.
She stays there for 50 years. I'm tired of shitting in a pot.
Someone get her a hamburger. Fuck. Alright.
Yeah.
Matt Hunter says, if multiculturalism is so great, why won't the Palestinians embrace it? Well, weren't they kicked out their land and shit like that?
No, they weren't kicked out. They actually learned about this. They weren't kicked out of their land. They were they just left because they didn't want to be with the... Yeah. I'm being serious now. It's not...
No, I hear it. Me too. So, what about the reports I've heard of, like them people getting their houses bulldozed, and after that's done, then there's reservations being built, and it's like it's based off of ethnicity. Like you can't live here if you're not Jewish. What about that?
If you're not Jewish, I don't really... Is that really true? Can you show me a link?
Sure. Ryan Dawson.
Look it up online or on your phone or something.
Because they also do that to Jews too, and I mean, Israel does that to Jews too. They bulldoze land against Palestine. They also do that to Jews. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
I got it running here.
They also do that to Jews too. You hear me? They also do that.
Yeah, I heard you.
So I agree. Israel's not a perfect country, but I believe it's better than Palestine. That's all I'm saying.
I just don't want to make that an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not trying to make that an argument. I'm saying.
It's like, listen, chopping off one leg's better than 3. You know? I don't want that. I don't want it to be like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Don't want to offend anybody. I'm saying.
Yeah, hey, dude.
As Jordan Peterson once said, you must risk offending someone if you're speaking your truth or honesty or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit. You move that like over here.
What?
So I can look at the comments as we're going.
Here.
Alright. Imaginary Rat says, echo, echo, echo. And we apologize. We're doing this on the fly, man. Chuck Bam is shilling for flu shots. Salute to you. Tanya Scoop.
Let's call him Scoop. No, let's call him Shoot.
Council of Nicaea, 325 AD. I'm guessing that's biblical type stuff. And Matt Hunter asked, why is it their land? Well, it's no one's land.
It's no one's land, dude.
Right? It's Earth and humans.
Toasted. I'm putting a link in the comments.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring a friend on the stream? Would you?
I want you to do what you want, man.
Sorry.
How the fuck do I
pay? If you feel like it, man. If you feel like it.
Sure.
Here,
let me.
Present. I got you, man.
You do it. Oh.
What's happening for Loomer now? What's happening for? Is there any new news happening?
Say again?
Is there any new news happening for Loomer?
Loomer.
Yeah, we'll let that play for a second.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's arguments going on.
But it's your right to do what you do. But I don't support that. As a Christian, I don't support that, and I'm going to speak out about it. I'm never going to stop until I go to the grave.
About how you're fucking aggressive views.
I don't support that.
Okay, so what are our views? Since you know our views, what are they?
He just said you don't support gay people. I mean, that's a view right there. Is that not a view?
I said I do not support that. I love you as a person.
Conservatism is the protection of capitalism.
I don't like that lifestyle, but I love you as a person.
So you don't like getting money? So you don't like getting money?
I would rather everybody get an equal.
Come on, keep it going, keep it going.
Okay, so people randomly arguing. So why did you refer to it as their land? Well, I just figured their land as in they were there first, correct?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody owns land, you know what I mean?
I believe in private property, me personally, as you explained, I'm a self-arandist, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything she says, but...
I got you. I hear you.
Understandable.
What else?
Tanya Shoop better. Alright. When the Bible was created in Rome.
I want to know, how does it happen?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Around 300 AD was the Bible's first known origins of like Bible creation.
Well, this thing about Christianity and Islam, I don't really. Is it really a religion or really more like a cult? Because all of them have cultish tendencies. You know what I'm saying?
I think it becomes a cult when corrupt, ignorant people decide to get involved. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, with Islam, they have a problem with bombing people that disagree with them. With Christianity, it's making people donate the money. You know what I'm saying?
It becomes a cult when they're just mindlessly doing it. When there's not like a free choice. When it's mom raised me this way or dad told me to do this, or they try to scare you with if you don't do this. You know, God will send you downstairs and you're fucked.
It's basically, a lot of it can be based off of, it's all good. A lot of it can be based off of fear, you know? Rather than doing what's right, it's doing this or bad things will happen to you, which is based off of fear. So it's like motivation My motivation is I fear this, so I'm doing this over here, rather than I'm doing this because it's the right thing. Yeah. See how they're completely different? Completely different.
Yeah. Just wondering, do you guys believe in private property? I know this
Tell me your definition of private property.
Like, let's say I have a land in my house. I own that land officially. Like, the land that I own is my land.
I might alter it.
It would for me. It would require other people, as in we have a mutual contractual agreement that this is my land. In a way.
You know.
So you believe? So if I steal something from you, you don't believe that it's theft?
Yeah, that would be theft.
Yeah.
Well, you have to believe in private property, sort of, to believe in theft, sort of, though. You know what I'm saying?
As far as this system goes.
Well, if you have a mutual agreement that this is mine and that is yours, and I go take something from you, then I'm breaking that mutual contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same with, isn't the same thing with my land?
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
But it's not actually theirs. Like, this is my patch of dirt in the ground.
It's like, I live here, and I have my stuff over here, you know? That type of thing.
Me and the surrounding world agreed that this is my area here, where I do my private shit. There you go.
Yeah, we don't want to see what you do. Not you, Toasted. I mean this guy.
Can you please put on the sound? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the sound.
Laura Loomer?
Yeah.
Oh, something crazy is happening.
Shit. Don't put it up all the way.
She's being arrested now?
Nobody's like being Sir, back up past that barrier, please, alright?
As it's happening, let's read more of the comments.
So your battery's still running fine, no problems? Yours is?
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Real quick, Tanya Shoup says, all the dogmas follow the ancient mystery schools long before Christ happened. I might agree with that.
Yeah.
Matt says, where are Western Christians committing acts of global terrorism in the name of Christianity? It's called It Happened Already with crusades and shit like that.
Yeah, but the crusades are not as bad as the Islamic army.
Well, we have upgraded technology now to where they can create bombs.
So let me tell you this. Is killing people... No, it's hurting and killing people, dude. So I don't really like go, this is worse. It's the same shit to me. It's hurting people, killing people.
Yeah.
I mean, if they really followed it as far as like a philosophy, then I feel like they wouldn't even consider killing anybody, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of it seems like, to me, like I look at the Bible or any other religious text, like there's a lot of poetry and philosophy in here. And if we look at it, you know, it'd be kind of like contradicting. That's why I feel like someone may have misinterpreted some of it, or someone fucked with it to further their political gain or whatever the fuck. That's why I have an issue when corrupt people have his say in something regarding like philosophy, you know.
They
can have a say. They can have a say. I just don't like it when they say this is it. It's like, says who? What did you say about Muhammad?
No, I didn't say that. Matt Hunter said that. Matt Hunter, not Muhammad, Matt Hunter.
The Matt Hunter?
Matt Hunter. The guy in the chat, Matt Hunter. Matt Hunter.
He's a
He
god.
said that the Crusaders were in response to Muslim aggression. That's what he was saying. Matt Hunter.
They still, even if it was, they still killed people, so.
Yeah, they were scumbags. I'm not dismissing what they did.
How about the Inquisition? Was that?
Inquisition?
Yeah. I'm not defending any religion.
No. We're just talking, dude.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to get into. I'm not angry or whatever it was.
I think you are. I'm just.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
I'm just a little high right now.
Hey, man, I wish I had some, but you know.
All right.
Someone gave it away.
Tanya Shoup says all about who controls the money system. The last statistics I read, I need to check it again. More people died in the name of religions than all of the wars combined.
Yeah.
And then Ginger Badrio, I don't know if I fucked that up. Hashtag I'm with Laura Loomer. I am when it comes to censorship. Everything else, no.
And later, we can show a video of her basically expressing her intentions, most likely. You know? We have it. We have a video.
I'm going to play the Laura Loomer video.
Oh, Toasted, check out that link I sent you in the comments when you have the chance.
Oh, sure.
Whenever, you know.
Here you go, I'm saying it.
That's the guy.
Random people at
My bad. Sorry. I wouldn't go for that guy as far as, like, he might say, this guy's a piece of shit. It's like, I'll just let this guy, like, basically explain, like, the history of, like, I'd say, like, the Middle Eastern conflict, wars, etc., etc. But I wouldn't go for him for the solution. Yeah. What I mean is by, like, what should we do? Like, Ryan, his name is Ryan Dawson. Like, what should we do, Ryan? What should we do? Like, what's the right thing to do, Ryan? He might not be able to tell you. You know what I mean?
But he can point out, like, all the fucking geopolitical
events
that have happened for a long time.
All right, let's play it.
Here to protest random, or not protest, you're observers. Observing, but I agree with her. Huh? Observing, but I agree. Yeah.
Where? Oh shit! Right there.
What about you, sir? Where are you from?
Dick Tracy is here.
Oh, yeah.
He is stunned. Styling profile. Dick Tracy.
Laura going from top to like there. It's like light off, man. Sneaker like cookies and shit. Get calorie count up. Secret cookies. She's fighting something. I don't know if she's saying anything. Power of fast food.
She's getting that follower count up. Getting her followers up.
The wind is getting nasty.
Is Dick Tracy giving her a coat?
Facts. This was the tweet that got me banned. Someone please give me my tweet.
That's far too many characters.
This is the tweet that got me banned from Twitter.
That's far too many
Ungodly amount of cuss.
This is my tweet that I was permanently banned for. It's the truth. I got banned for posting the truth, but that tweet up there on the floor.
The truth cannot be biased, so remember that. Everybody needs to remember that when she's talking about, like, being biased. She can't be biased when she's talking about the truth, you know? There's no room for it.
Yeah.
Which is why if, like, a fire is burning over here to my left, and she decides to pay attention to that more than over here on my right, then there's a problem, you know?
1 second, I'm just going to my computer to, it's almost out of battery, stay connected.
I heard you, dude, don't worry.
Real quick, Tanya Shoup says, look through some of the new archaeological findings in the last 8 to 10 years. Our entire history, they've been programming us with has been rewritten. No kidding. With what's been rewritten. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
I have looked into as far as a lot of the religious figures, you know, like central, I'm fucking my words up here. Let's say central figures in the stories of a religious text, you know. A lot of them are very similar. A lot of their stories are very similar, origins, etc., etc. So it could be rewritten through different parts of the world or countries.
Or, in my opinion, like with the Bible, when you have the Gospel of Thomas, Gospel of Philip, they'll exclude certain things that might be like a decipher for everything else. But, you know, either way, corrupt people are going to use anything to take advantage of people.
Yeah, anything.
Okay.
Even babies in incubators.
The wise one says, go Loomer. When it comes to censorship, I agree with her. Yes.
The wise one goes like this. Go Loomer.
Tanya says, break out of the matrix. Everything you seek is in front of you. It's crazy. I'm trying to put it all into some semblance of order, but it's tough to be put into words. I'm starting with making graphs. Hey, do what you gotta do. If you feel so like strong about something, fucking go for it. Ideologically.
Yeah, and as long as you're not hurting other people.
Yeah. Ideologically, not in violent type stuff.
Hey, what's up, back on? You know what I'm saying?
We hear you.
Hey, what's up? Tanya also says, if anybody's interested in what I'm putting together, let me know. So, there you go. Hit up Tanya.
Tanya sounds like a clout chaser. I'm just kidding. I'm down. I'll check it out.
Ginger says, hashtag stop the bias. I agree with that, but...
As long as it's universal. Meaning everywhere.
As long as you don't replace the tyrant with another tyrant, we're good.
Yeah. Don't want to get too. I'm too off the topic about the Loomer thing. Would you consider it concerning that with the single-payer healthcare system, that the government is taking money from you and giving it to somebody else? Do you consider like a way of theft? You know what I'm saying?
It's not theft if it's voluntary.
Well, yeah, but it's not voluntary. I'm not volunteering to give my.
It's not voluntary in this world where we don't, people want to take care of themselves. Not really worried about others.
So you believe that the government does violate some rights that we have?
100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I agree with you, sort of. Yeah. Has she been arrested yet, Laura Loomer? What's happening with her? Has she been arrested yet?
No. Right now she's... Well, what I did was rewind a little bit so that we wouldn't miss anything. I pause it.
I'm kidding, Tanya. It was a joke. It was a joke.
But...
I like what you're doing, as far as what I know.
Matt Hunter says, what did Laura Loomer say about Muslims that wasn't true? I'll look into it, because I don't really know.
She said everything. I mean, Islam, like any other religion, is a barbaric thing. It's not... I mean, what she said is wrong. Sharia is against women and Jews and gays. I mean, that's what she really said, and she wasn't wrong.
Well, we have a video of her talking to someone, so...
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what usually people say about Islam conservatively is that they're against gays, they're against women, they're against Jews. And that's, the Quran is really, you can't deny that the Quran is like that.
Doesn't the Quran have respect for Jesus, who is indeed a Jew?
I'm
pretty sure it is.
Well, this is how it goes with the Quran, funny thing, because I'm learning about this in my college, sort of, is that it's sort of, he changes his mind. Muhammad used to like Jews until the Jews did not listen to what he was saying. He wasn't able to convince them to convert, and he started to hate Jews and Christians. It's sort of like, it's very, like, not very well written, the Quran, in my mind, because it's very wishy-washy, the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll investigate it. All I'm saying is I don't want to absolutely damn something if someone had something to do with it as far as doctoring, or even if like a principle, ideal, or belief conflicts with something else that's within the text. Like if it says, let's say the Bible, right? Let's just pretend it says this specifically, like respect and love everybody, and then it says, but you got to kill the gay people. Then it's like, what? So you see how like these are like highly conflicting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there happens to be, I know a person that used to be a Muslim. He's in my class, and we go to the same English class, English 101, and he says that the Quran does speak about Jews in the negative light at the end, and Christians are negative light.
Doesn't the Bible speak of Jews in a negative light? When it comes to the death of Jesus.
Yeah. They don't like the Jews either. It's not like no Christians is reacting to. At least the head of the Islam is not. The Pope is not asking for Jews to be killed. The leader of Islam are asking, don't like Jews so much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. Yeah, sure. But all I'm saying, I'll look into this. I'm gonna look into this stuff.
All right, let me get to some comments. Where did I leave off? Tanya says religions are a small part. We're talking religion, physics, quantum physics, math. Everything has been changed. Literally hundreds of books left out after those cancels. And,
yeah.
And nope, not a cloud chaser. Or cloud
Do you want
chaser.
to bring Tanya into this chat?
I think Tanya's too much of a savage for me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If Tanya wants to.
Too.
Tanya can join.
Lord Google says...
The Lord Google?
Yes. Lord Google says, disgusting. Wasting police resources for this shit. Act like an American adult and take them to court.
I actually agree with Lord Google. That's actually true. That is... I know this is going against my conservative principles, but I actually agree with Lord Google.
Yeah, but you'll get more of a favor in court if you make a public spectacle of it, right?
Yeah.
Then you find out she actually went to law school. This is the best way I can get public opinion to sway in my favor.
Okay, fine. I have to go right now. Have to. I'll see you in the chat.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, cool talking to you, man. Peace out.
All right.
Where'd I leave
It was
off?
about the noise she was making with her megaphone. That's what Ginger said. Tanya, I am good. I like my clouds. LOL, let me tell you something. I guess I'm not supposed to talk to y'all because I've been kicked off my tablet out of chat.
Kicked off my tablet
My bad.
about 3 times or whatever in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't...
Matt Hunter?
I don't want to go too far conspiracy. It could be technological issues going on.
Could be.
Matt Hunter says, why do liberals show instinctive empathy and tolerance for Islam, but instinctive contempt and intolerance for Christianity? Ask some liberals, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you mean us, then you're completely wrong.
Yeah, I would say so.
I have a lot of reverence for Christianity. The stories in there and shit, fucking awesome. But I do know you can't just blanket term Muslims are bad.
Yeah, just like people can't
that.
blanket term Christians are bad or Jews. It's stupid and it's fucked up.
Matt also says Tanya's high as hell.
Tanya's like, never know.
Yeah.
Ginger says,
freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. I'm not running conspiracy. I would hope not.
All right, let's go back to the Loomer files.
Watch your sheet. Okay.
This guy will have you. This is so funny.
Really, motherfuckers?
You're allowed to have Twitter. And this tweet has been reported by Democrats and Jack Dorsey will delete it.
Amen.
Jack Dorsey was a coward. He's a coward.
They go like this.
Dorsey was a coward. Damn, that sucks though. That's a brutal meme.
And he basically said that he wanted to eradicate Jews from the river to the sea, which is a common Palestinian.
Honestly, guys, I've never done this before. All good. What's up, motherfucker? Did Toast and Out just say Treyway? Said Treyway. Everything and nothing all at the same time. She looks like she's about to drop an album. I'm not kidding.
Toasted, it's not enough cursing. You need more cursing in our chats. It's demanded. But Google and YouTube don't like it because they're asshats.
You have a potty mouth.
And that's why we're watching a protest of Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Because of shit like that.
Again, that Jewish
It's like, you called him, you're gone. Imagine if someone's name was Fag. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
If someone's name was like Fag, they'd be they're fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta change your name. Can't do it.
I do think it's a little cheesy and over the top that she's wearing.
Can you say the N-word?
That she's wearing the Jewish star and has like a website or whatever on the back of it, or a hashtag. It's like, it's kind of cheesy to me.
As long as the message...
Yeah. Go for it.
Is something genuine, you know?
We will not protest, Toast.
Can I see the N-word? Hey, dude. It's not up to me.
If it's just the way you talk and it's not to be... If you're not trying to offend anyone... Well, even if you are, I'd still, like, leave it. But do what you want.
We got your back. Don't stop.
How is this not
Yeah,
a
for
political
real.
offense?
I wasn't paying attention. Pitching shit. Ginger. She's Jewish. Yeah, I think so. She said that. Tanya, this tablet, oh my gosh, but yeah, it would be cool to talk to you guys. I don't even know how I got to you guys, honestly. You were following the yellow brick road.
Follow your intuition.
Get it? Alright.
Mark MC.
Okay, we're just gonna.
Is this
sorry.
a fucking...
We're just gonna wait for.
See, what I did was rewind so that I have creative control over everything because I'm a narcissist dictator.
Well, Mark is an MC. He should know that. Oh, the real MCs know. Toasted.
Oh, we were pausing so we can talk to people. There you go.
I pause every day.
I don't even know if this stream's even still going.
This stream to come back, and also just remind you that this is we're actually restreaming this. This is an Infowars, newswars.com, but Infowars is actually streaming this live from New York City. You've been tuned into live coverage of this. Stop the bias is the hashtag. Stop the bias. Share.
I wish they did that for war, but yeah.
Just
Twitter comes first.
It's like, but the boy in Yemen, dude, Twitter is in trouble right now, okay? Twitter. It's not like kids are playing in, like, you know, rubble of, like, war shit. No. It's fine.
Alright, I get it that she's Jewish, but it's like selling it. Right? Am I?
I have to be suspicious. I have to be suspicious. I have to be.
Yeah.
I have to be. You know, because ever since I've seen that shit of the babies in the incubators thing, I'm like, okay, can't trust you. Can't trust you. Sorry. I want to.
I just think an idea should stand on its own merit.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Matt Hunter says, you guys are the best YouTube channel ever in history. And all I want to do is give all my money to you guys. Where is your PayPal? Eventually, Matt Hunter.
He fucking hates us right now.
He's like, you're gonna die.
The fucking white boy. The white boy. Alright, what he really says is, true, whenever Islam is criticized, the first thing a liberal will do is clench their fists, stomp their feet, and shriek, what about Christianity? I say, that's a fair response.
I'd say, yeah.
It's a fair response from someone who's not team playing.
And they might.
We're not on Team Islam, you know. We're on Team, you know, trying to be righteous. Thus,
yeah.
If someone brought up Christianity shit, we'd be like, well, what about Islam? If you have an Islamic guy, he's like, look at all the shit Christianity does and blah. Like,
yeah.
Well, what about your own religion?
Well, here's the thing. If people can find beauty in Islam or Christianity, then you should be able to fish out the stupid, dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be able to fish out the bad ideas from the good ideas.
Tanya Shoop Bedu. Deadpool says, of course, or maybe it was just YouTube. YouTube, the YouTube app, whatever hardware you're using, our shit, whatever. I was watching her earlier, and as she was getting arrested or something, I don't know if the police were coming.
Oh.
I think she just, I don't even know what happened in the beginning, really.
I think she just chained herself up.
Nah.
The voice of God? Don't let them know. It's a secret.
It's a fucking secret.
Toasted. Allah Lo Sankbar? What?
It's a play on words.
Ah.
Don't you know? Allah Akbar.
The wise one says, beauty in
another stream.
Beauty in Islam? LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Knowing versus programming. Well, I would say it's knowing versus believing, you know? And believing can fall under a bunch of things like conditioning.
Oh, I guess they're not live anymore.
Guess not. Lots of existential ideas.
You know. What was it?
You two are stoned? You know, I wish I was, but hey. I'm broke. I don't have the means to grow anything.
We pulled up our own stream by accident.
I don't know about him, but I'm not.
Are we what? Are we stoned?
Yes, if we were stoned. I'm hungry.
Fuck, where's that video we saw? Fuck, whatever.
Nah, not whatever. No. We're gonna play a video. We're gonna play a video. Type in here. Go to Go to Dawson's channel.
He has it?
No, he had like the guy that did the video.
Oh, it's like Anomaly something.
Yeah, the guy that did the video is under here. Look. If you go to this thing right here.
Yeah.
God damn it. Alright. That also. Matt Hunter says, would you rather your child grow up in the Christianity theocracy of the Vatican City or the Islamic theocracy of Iran? I hope this isn't the which way is the train going thing type of scenario you're building me. He said, would you rather your child grow up in the Christian theocracy of the Vatican City or the Islamic theocracy of Iran?
He really likes Leslie. Look.
That's not it.
Neither. No, I was just seeing if they're still running shit. Neither. That's my answer.
Yeah, same. Neither. Toasted. Do Riley J. Dennis. I'm pretty high. Uh-huh. You're live here still. Okay. That's it. Here's the video. And I'll be right back.
On the way for you?
Yeah.
Alright, back to that beautiful, awesome chat. Where'd you leave off? Yeah, it's neither. I'd rather raise my child, but I think they'd be fine in either one. As far as everyone has the chance or potential to break out of any type of conditioning, so whether it's, you know, Islamic terrorist dudes that raise a kid or the Vatican or whatever, there's still a chance for them to break the conditioning, I would say. But either way, they're both conditioned. Do Riley J. Dennis? I'm pretty... you live here still? Nice to talk. Oh, jeez. Crazy chatters. Do you live in Canada? You know what? There's something weird about Canada. All these fucking like Jordan Peterson, Gavin McInnes, Steven Crowder, these random guys we see on YouTube, like Vertigo Politics, and I think Black Pigeon Speaks. They all sound Canadian. I'm smelling conspiracy there. Nah, they're all talking to each other. So yes, I'm waiting for James to get here. And yes, I do speak in monotone, and yes, I'm a boring person. Are there any questions, though? Is that for me, Matt? Or is that for Tanya? Ah. Blah, blah, blah. Just so you guys know, I think the Laura Loomer people have stopped video recording the Laura Loomer protest. I'll just play this shit.
That there were three, correct? Three total incidents like that? How much time were in between?
I'd say the first one probably happened sometime in April. I'd known him about 3 or 4 months at that time, but things had just started to heat up. He was starting to show up more. Then the Cuban refugee crisis thing kind of broke, and I had to see him a lot more.
I don't know. Yeah, it's talking about programming. Shit. If you mean conditioning, then yes, a lot of people are fucking programmed.
Entertainers that were trying to inspire hatred in the public by brainwashing them through mass media. And so what do we have now? We have a big pushback, and all these conservatives out there are just scrambling to try to keep their voices because they've been completely banned. Right after the election of Donald Trump, we noticed that things started to change. Demonetization was rolled out. Then it began to shadow ban, where all of a sudden your channel wasn't being seen. Your subscribers didn't know when you were going live or when you uploaded a video. Your subscribers would all of a sudden mysteriously vanish. You would be having hundreds and thousands of subscribers that would be described, unsubscribed all of a sudden. They don't know why they were unsubscribed. They said that they didn't know where they went looking for you. They couldn't figure out how they got unsubscribed. But I would literally watch the subscribe live count go down by 500 to 1,000 points. 1,000 people would just be all of a sudden unsubscribed in the live count view that you can view, and I used to put it live on my channel. Sometimes we'd have 5,000 people in the room. Sometimes we had 10,000 people in the room. Sometimes we would have 50,000. One time we had 50,000 people watching us live. And we had a regular high volume of audience watchers that would be out there whenever.
Now, to be fair, the same thing happened with, like, Jimmy Dore complains about that, and he's he's not right wing. It's this guy's fucking Streamlabs thing.
Wait, what were you answering?
So I think it was just, what's being protected is corporate Democrats, not exactly. I don't think they're targeting conservatives as much. And you think I'm right about that?
Mm-hmm.
That's less about, oh, you're right wing, as much as it's about defending corporate Democrats, which these heads of social media outlets probably fall into.
I think a lot of it's businessmen, and they're going to do whatever they can to.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smart or clever business move. Not exactly a stance on morality or principles or anything.
What were you answering?
I was responding to this.
There's a lot of comments here.
Yeah, they're like arguing with each other. So, fine. Take my ball and I'll go home.
I'm gonna think it's us if it's tagged at us.
Yeah.
Oh, if it isn't tagged at anybody, I think it'd be us. But you gonna play the other video?
Yeah, play that shit. Yeah.
You guys are fighting in the comment section? Damn.
All right, 2 more questions. One.
Good.
Hot.
That should good. So this is a random video. Laura Loomer gets loomered.
Should what? Say it.
She got loomered.
Oh, you're talking about me. It's hot food, man.
What's going on, guys? I'm at Politicon.
I do like that, Mark.
What?
Pantifa.
Always in a punch.
Always in a punch. I'm stealing that, by the way.
I found Laura Loomer, so I'm about to loomer Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer. So,
he's like, Laura Loomer.
Who do you work for? What are you an agent for? Are you an agent for Mossad? Because we know you're Jewish, so I'm asking about it.
Illuminate Media, LauraLoomer.us. I work for myself, believe it or not.
How can you convince your haters that you don't work for Mossad?
Well, I wouldn't have a PayPal if I worked for Mossad because they'd be bankrolling me. I'd get that Jew money.
Why do you think, this is actually separate, why do you think, I've heard of...
Wasn't she just kicked off of PayPal too?
That's what I heard.
I could be wrong about that.
Study recently that like around 70% of American Jewish people are Democrat. Why do you think that is?
I feel like a lot of Jewish people have been told that they have to forever be perpetual victims. I think a lot of it comes from the aftermath of the Holocaust, and just it's a victim versus victor mentality, right? And the Democrat Party has presented itself as the party for minorities, and Jews really are a minority. There's only like 15 million or so Jews left. And I think that because
you guys are crushing it, though. Especially you.
Yeah, well, the right-wing Jews are, right? And I think that because the Democrats have portrayed themselves as the party of minority rights, that's why a lot of Jews are drawn to the Democrats. But if anything, all the Democrat policies, and being a Democrat Jew is like signing your own death certificate because you're standing with people who stand with jihadis, anti-Israel policies. The Democrats stand with the Palestinians, not the Israelis. And at the end of the day, whether...
No, why would you pick a team like that? These are people dying and you're picking teams.
Yeah.
What the
I'm on a team of life. That's my team.
And I don't even think that came about in a normal political way.
No.
To where it's like... where someone's just pro-Palestinian no matter what.
Yeah.
That's usually how these things start with the team playing.
Yeah.
It's when they're on one side no matter what. There's no room for debate, no gray areas. Just
Team of Matt. She's claimed the outside of the Twitter building right now. Oh, she's chained. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know. We've been watching that, and we had some conversations and wanted to look at this video. We should get back to it though.
Yeah.
At some point. Thank you, Tina.
Live in Israel or not, the state of Israel is the homeland for the Jewish people. And as a Jew, you should want to invest in policies and political platforms and political movements that protect your homeland and the prosperity of the Jewish people. So I don't understand how any Jew really could be Democrat, but I think that it's a suicide gene. I think that it's a...
All right. It's funny. It's like whether you mean like Jews as in race or religion, Jewish, or what? So either way, listen, because you're this, because you're Jewish, as far as ethnicity or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
It's that means you have to think this way. It's what?
I mean,
I don't like the whole ethno state thing. I'm not a fan of that. You know.
Yeah. It'd be pretty similar to theocracy.
Yeah.
Some religion running it. Well, I guess that's sort of the same thing, isn't it? I don't know. Continuing.
Alright, 2 more questions. One is, you have loomered a lot of people. Right. What's the worst backlash you've got from loomering? Because you're
Oh, she didn't hear you.
It's all good, Tina. Yeah, we went over it earlier. We'll get back to it. The Loomer protest thingy.
It's like if you didn't like me, I'd be afraid you were behind me.
So I wouldn't say it's the worst. It's the worst backlash I got from loomering someone, but the worst backlash I ever received was almost the anniversary is coming up. It was on Halloween, and it was last year in New York City, and it was when the Islam.
Mark MC, Jewish is not a race. Some people think that.
I don't even think I knew until my 20s. I was like, what?
I didn't really fucking know.
I didn't care about politics at all.
Someone asked, like, oh, I'm Jewish. My dad was Jewish. I'm like, I didn't know what that means. Is that like an ideological thing, or is that like a,
well,
I was born here, so that kind of that kind of thing. It's really weird.
Like Shapiro will call, like he calls the left and Democrats, if they're Jewish, he'll call them, they're Jewish, but they're not practicing Judaism, the religion. So I think it's like both or somehow. I don't know. Arabs are Semites. I'm learning a lot, aren't I?
I'm not really a fan of labels either, Tony.
Driver who committed the terrorist attack for ISIS ran 8 people over, and I tweeted that I wanted somebody to create a non-Islamic form of Uber and Lyft because they were hiring a lot of Islamic refugees without doing background checks. And I got so much backlash, so many celebrities and liberal publications blew it up, and by the end of the day, I was banned by both Uber and Lyft. And so many people were attacking me for my comments. And I don't think I did anything wrong because all of the data supports what I said. I mean, there are ISIS Uber drivers who are killing people. They're raping women all across the world. A woman was killed by a Muslim Uber driver. A Muslim Uber driver tried to ram through the gates of Buckingham Palace. So all the data supports what I said, but I also got unverified on Twitter shortly after that as well. But I don't regret anything I said. I still stand by everything I tweeted. But people just can't handle the truth, you know? And that's not my fault. I'm not going to apologize for being right and for being honest, but that's probably the biggest backlash I've ever faced in my life.
Last question. How did it feel to be loomered?
Well, this was a good loomering, you know? So
I could have been worse.
Usually when people get loomered, they don't really answer questions. Or they try to backtrack and they're caught off guard, but it was good. It was good. You came up by surprise.
All right. Well, thanks. I gotta... You know, Laura Loomer, she's everywhere. I had to get in and get out real quick because I could be loomered next.
I apologize. I have no idea why we just watched that.
Well, it said the title was this. The title says, "Ah, you fuck." It said Laura Loomer gets loomered. Asked if she's a Mossad agent and why most Jews are Democrats. That's all.
Fair enough.
The guy ran at her and he ran away after he was. She went like this. She's like.
We would live stream on our few different channels we had, and we had a total of 400,000 subscribers that were.
It's not live anymore.
Into that, we'll be figuring out what's going on over there. So keep us bookmarked and share us.
No.
We will not be silenced.
I'm starting to think that's it, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to see us watching the protest thing, just hit rewind. That's it, right?
Yep.
We'd like to thank you guys for watching and talking and debating with us. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. It's okay. It's alright. It's very New York-like.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Winning. It's big league. Big league.
Please subscribe if you feel like. We like subscribers for some reason. What?
Matt Hunter. Human beings are naturally hateful and skeptical of the other. What? I don't really hate anybody. I'm skeptical only because of shitty things.
I think it's not natural. That's conditioned. What's natural is disseminating one thing from another. It's called the ego. It needs conflict in order to understand things.
Yeah.
I need to know that a bottle of water is a bottle of water, and that an apple is an apple.
Yeah, and then there's
otherwise I start eating plastic and drinking solids.
Fluoride.
Yeah.
That's right. Alright. Tanya says, why can't we fix the divisions by promoting it? We can only create something new through future generations. We can create it now.
That would be the future. But
I know.
Humans have fucked things up so much where it's like, everyone's secretly waiting on a messiah or something.
What's for dinner?
Indigo children.
Well, Mark, I originally had some noodles with some carrots and onions and some navy beans, along with some sort of vegetable stock I'm not really aware of, and with pasta.
It was children's organs. That's how.
You know what? I don't need that from you.
He's really 875 years old. He's just been.
Oh. At least I don't suck dick.
Milking off the life of innocent children.
You suck dick.
That's gonna get us kicked off of YouTube.
You suck.
And with that said, Matt Hunter, we will probably do a video on that at some point.
Yeah, we don't suck dick.
What do you guys think of Black Lives Matter? I think it's immature and children like.
I think
like a lot of these movements are.
All lives matter. I shouldn't have to say that.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's corny.
I think it's just a childish revenge tactic that a lot of people are using today, left and right. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like. If you like to go live with these weird things. We did the Seth Rich thing. We did the MAGA bomber thing. We did the midterm elections thingy.
Yep.
So.
And the cool thing is, we won't ignore you. You know?
Yeah, we'll actually respond to you guys and talk to you. Like Toasted, he fucking came on and talked to us.
Yeah, that was cool. Anybody can call in except for Matt Hunter.
And we basically go live.
I'm kidding.
All the time. We basically go live all the time, so yeah. There's a reason to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. It's the first time I ever said that. Comment, please, even after the video's over. Go in the comment section, say shit, talk shit, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Fuck you guys.
We don't block anything. YouTube tries to, but we unblock it. And
another stram.
Thank you.
Well, there's fights this Saturday.
We will definitely be here on Saturday for the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight. If there's any boxing fans, 100% will be watching it. But so, thanks for watching, and give this video.
Look up critical race theory.
I will. We might even do a video on it. Sounds like a request to me. We might do a video on that.
Matters like, but me.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs down.